It's now September. You know what that means. I'm gonna go put all my fall decorations up. It's finally that time. Yay! I'm really excited to go get all my fall decorations out. It seems like I haven't seen them in forever. When I put them away up here, it wasn't exactly too smart. They're just kind of spread out everywhere. I need to do better with my organization, but I managed to find everything up in the attic that I wanted. It's all my fall stuff from the attic. Honestly, I don't remember what's in these boxes. I used to always keep my fall stuff out year-round, so my house was perpetually stuck in fall. Last year, I decided to kind of do what my grandmother always did every season. You know, she always changed all of her decorations out according to what time of season it was. And I thought, why aren't I doing that? So I packed it all up, which is kind of cool because now I forgot what I have. So I'm going to go ahead and unpack all of these boxes here on the counter and then start deciding where to put everything. Oh, and don't mind like the random blue glove. I have a fresh tattoo on my hand and I'm in like all this dust and grime, so to keep it clean, I gloved it. So, you know, we're just one glove in today. Little fall towels. I never like to hang them up because the kids use them and my husband uses them and they get all dirty, so I prefer to just use them as decoration. Although my family always questions why I'm using towels as decoration, and you know, what's the point of buying a towel if you can't actually use it as what it's meant for, a towel? But I don't care. I still buy them when I think they're cute and I just use them for decoration around everywhere. I found this stained glass rooster was in our house when we bought it. And I thought it was really pretty. I've had it put away because the top of the white glass is broken, but I put some packing tape on there to save it and figured I would hang it up. It would just bring a little pop of color behind all my fall decorations. I like to do my fall decorations with a lot of blue with the orange. Where I have a lot of copper in my kitchen, a lot of my decorations have more of like the copper undertones to them, which I really enjoy. So I put this up here, and then after I set this up, I decided I didn't like how it looked, and I gave up and I walked away to go do something different. This is my egg dish, I call it. That's still left out from Christmas. I always forget to put something away. So I replaced it with my leaf gravy boat. I make a lot of eggs in the morning, so that's just where I put my empty shells. And of course, the kitties need to have a fancy dish for their cat treats. I wasn't sure if I wanted to change my tea jar over. It's a piece of my kitchen that I really like, but I decided to put them into the big tall black one, and then I decided I didn't like them in the tall black one, and I put them in the small black one. I'm still not 100% sold if I really like it that way, but I'm gonna sit with it for a few days. These placemats are from the master table at my wedding. I only bring them out in the fall. They're really special, but when we sit down to eat our dinner, I always make everyone take them off. They just bring a nice little element of color to the table. I can't quite do tablecloths because my dogs pull the tablecloths off, so. And here's all the towels I was talking about earlier. I learned this from another mom that I know. She always puts her nice towels on the kitchen cabinets. I think it just brings a nice little touch to the kitchen. Baking is something that I really enjoy to do in the fall. In the summer it gets really hot, so it's hard to really enjoy baking when you have the kitchen super duper hot. So I take advantage of these cool days to make up some snacks for the kids, and today they all decided that they wanted some banana bread and informed me the bananas had too many spots on them, so it was time to make something different with them. My preferred recipe is the one out of my Down East cookbook that I got when I got married, and it's one that I make religiously probably every couple weeks when the bananas start to brown. It's just good old comfort food. This is a recipe that I really like. It's very versatile. You can make muffins out of it, mini muffins, or just do the loaves. My kids seem to always like it when I do muffins, but this time I opted for just doing a loaf instead and made sure just to pre-cut it all for them. have a lot of these old scraps that were given to me years ago by a little Scottish woman that she used to quilt, and she saved all of these scraps, and she decided that she couldn't quilt anymore and she wanted to give them to someone that could. So she gave them to me in all of these adorable little bundles. So I went through and I picked out all of the fall themed colored ones, and I decided to make little tiny stuffed pumpkins. I wanted to do 3 pumpkins, so I'm trying to figure out what configuration of fabric patterns I wanted to have here to go with my first little tiny pumpkin. Isn't he cute? A gather stitch here across the bottom. And then once I gathered it, I knotted it, and then I took actually an old pillow that we had, and I used the stuffing out of it, and then that's when I stuffed inside of the pumpkin, so just polyfill. And then I stuffed him, and then I went ahead and I did a gather stitch across the top to pull it all together, and then knotted it once I gathered it all. So that would be the top of the pumpkin, and the other gather stitch is the bottom of the pumpkin. This craft here is something that's really simple, really quick, really easy. I think it took me maybe 20 minutes to do each pumpkin. If you use the sewing machine, I'm sure that it probably would have been faster. So here the top is all gathered, and what I'm doing is I'm taking the needle with the thread and I'm going down through the top where I gathered, down out the bottom, and then I'll keep going around. In this piece, I was just sewing on the little stem piece that I cut out of that piece of brown sheet. And there we have it. There are my 3 little tiny pumpkins that I decided to make. I really like how everything turned out. The little stuffed pumpkins that I made fit perfectly on my server up here, and I'm hoping that I will be able to get a few more items to go into my living room as the season progresses to bring more of the warm, cozy feel that's going on in my kitchen dining room area into my living room. I appreciate you guys sticking around and watching my video, And if you like what I'm up to, go ahead and hit the like button and hit subscribe so you don't miss anything. And I will see you guys in the next one. Happy fall, everybody!